Hello everyone, Kugamat here. Welcome to my first play-by-play video. Today I'm playing in my IS-4 on steps in a platoon. Now the IS-4 doesn't have very good gun depression, so I have to go to an area on the map here where it's pretty flat, and the 1-2 line is suited perfectly for this tank. A little bit of a traffic jam here, getting a little extra boost from this tank behind me. And here comes the Egg Panther 2. Oh my. He's a bit confused, he doesn't know where he wants to drive. Alright, as I come up to this area here, I'm just going to pause real fast. This area here is an open space, and it pretty much makes any tanks crossing this area where I'm about to go vulnerable to any side shots. So you have to be very careful when you approach this area, because tanks usually like to sit in ambush at about H2, where they can get some free damage on anyone trying to cross over here. And boom, there's a T-34. Now, we detect each other at the same time, and he was just getting into that spot. So, with the T-34, it's got, most people aim about 2 or 3 seconds into it, because the aim time is actually pretty long for the T-34. So, seeing that T-34, I know I'm going to get shot in the side there, so I have to kind of turn my whole tank towards him to nullify the shot best I can. And boom, he shoots me. Let's take a look where that hits. It's hard to see here, but he hit me in my track on the side there. So, see the dust cloud there? Now that's one of the spaced armor areas on this tank, so it's quite lucky I got hit there. I tried to take a shot at him, but my shot goes nuts.
We fixed the track. Get going.
Alright, loaded, and now I'm at this rock formation here. Oh, here's a 704. Now he's trying to chase me. Nope. Now anytime you engage a tank, you want to side scrape, so you show him your tracks and space them under it before you show you any other parts of the tank. So most people tend to shoot at your tracks for a 0 damage shot, and it wastes their shot there. Oh, the 704 is just hiding in the back there. Now he's gonna try to come around and get a little stealthy shot on me there. Luckily I saw him. I creep forward slowly, shoot him on his cheeks, as I like to call him. So I get spotted here by the 5120 proxy within the 50 meters. I thought it was the 704, so I'm moving back and forth to try to bait a shot. And let me just pause here real fast. So currently there's a 5120, a mouse, T32, 704, as well as a RHM and a T34 nearby. Now crashed 75 up ahead there is in his mouse. So when I saw that he was right there, I knew what he was about to do right here. He starts side scraping, and that mouse has an insane amount of armor, so there's no point in trying to shoot his side when someone does that, because you're not going to pen it. The only real area to pen a mouse when they're doing that side scraping like that is on his turret, flat spots there, which I'm trying to aim at, but if the mouse just angles his turret ever so slightly, it usually gives it enough armor to bounce your shot. Now, I want to kill this mouse, but this 50 is driving me nuts because I can't cross without him. Luckily, he just hits my tracks. My platoon mate says he's gonna go engage the 5120, so I'm gonna try to hit this mouse and switch back to standard rounds. Because there's no point in wasting a gold light armored tank like a 5120. So I see the mouse is occupied on my platoon. Pull around, take care of this 32 that was shooting into his side. I bounce a shot from the mouse, and now I move up. Now there's his lower plate. It's a very small area. That's the most effective place to shoot a mouse. Unfortunately, I didn't panic at that time. Now silly me, I wasn't side scraping. Free shot in there. Alright, at this point, after we've cleared all the enemies here, the enemy force, consisting of 2 Tier 10 tank destroyers and an IS-7, as well as a T-57, are quite close to our base, so if I don't head back right now, it's gonna be a game over situation. Now when you're heading back to your base to defend it, this is the best way to head back. You're within cover, and they won't see you until the last moment when you pop out to shoot at them. The guys at G2 there, my platoon mate and our Jagdpanzer E100 are actually in a very bad spot, and you'll see in a moment what happens to them. So there's 2 tanks on cap right now. There's a ISU that just got identified, and the IS-7. Now, looking at this right here real fast, the IS-7's about 300 meters away, and the ISU is about the same. Now, shooting an IS-7 anywhere past, I would say 200 meters, makes it a bit difficult to actually hit areas where you want to shoot on them, just like his flat spot there under his pike nose, because the more distance you go, the greater chance of your shell going off of where you aimed, and it'll hit his pike nose or turret, which are pretty hard to pen. I want to hit this ISU, but I just don't have the gun depression to do it, so I take a chance and zoom in, and I just barely clip his flat spot there. And the E4 beside me takes him out, and try to get that ISU, but I just glance off of him. And there's the reset. There we go. And as you can see, my platoon mate has died along with the Jagdpanzer 100. Now this ISU is actually perfectly hidden behind that small rock, which is a bit of a pain. But he can't move out of there without getting hit, so he's out of the game right now, which is good. Oh, here comes a T-57 to flank us. Now, you want to deal with this tank immediately because he has an autoloader, so I pull back and spin my turret and get him pretty fast there before he has a chance to unload into the E4. Now this IS is trying to pull back when he gets hit from a lucky shot from me there. Now I'm starting to grow tired of playing these peekaboo games, so I start moving up, and the ISU there decides to move up as well, which he pays for his life there. Now the FV-183 doesn't have very good gun depression, so I know traveling in these little dips here is gonna keep me safe until I get right up close to him. He takes a shot, and now, since I have one of these tanks, I know it's about a 22-23 second reload on it, so I got a bit of time to move in here, take the kill shot. And my gun depression's screwed on with me, and I hit the little armor cover over his tracks, which is pretty angled there. Now I only have one shot left of my standard ammunition, so I want to make it count so I can use it on the TDs that are left over there. I aim for the little flat spot kind of in the corner there, and I get lucky and pen. Now there's just a Tortoise and a Yagi 100 on their team. I get spotted from the Tortoise, and I get pelted super hard by that Yagi 100. That was a very silly move of me to do that. I start crossing in the open here, and luckily for me I don't get spotted doing that, so right now they still think I'm over there with the E4. No shot on the Tortoise. So I move over here and find this flat area with a rock cover and a bush, which is the best thing I can find right now. Start side scraping, and I see the Yagi 100. I actually tried hitting his little commander's turret thing on top of his tank and get lucky and pen his superstructure, which is flat. The heat rounds of this tank has actually enough pen to go through the superstructure of tank destroyers like that, because it's not angled at all. I hit his little machine gun thing on top, and now he's down to 60%. I see him moving over, so I move over. And the good thing with this tank is the turret's on the front, so you can do a thing called reverse side scrape. That actually works better than normal side scrape. Creep out, he hits my space driver, and I hit him on his roof. 18% left. And the E-4 takes him out, and now you see the tortoise is not looking at me, but now he's starting to turn. I wanted to get him right there, but gun depression problem. I managed to hit his little box on top there. That's the main area to focus on the tortoise, is that little box on the corner of his tank. His loader actually sits up there, one of his two loaders, so if you can hit that constantly, you do easy damage to the tortoise and kill his loader in the process. Well, that's that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'll take you to the score screen here. Okay, looking at the battle report here, it shows I got my ace tanker, along with high caliber and defender. I got a ton of credits here and really good XP for ×2. Looking at the team score now, 6,300 damage done with 5 kills and 1,258 base experience. The 57 on their team did pretty well, carrying the best he could, but you know, you can only do so much when the team doesn't really help you when they make bad choices. I shot a total of 23 times, hit 22, and 17 of those penetrated. I got hit 10 times, 6 went in, and 4 of them did not go through, and that was, you know, the ones where I side scraped and everything. My resupply costs are pretty low. I had a couple extra gold rounds in my garage depot there, so it didn't cost us much to resupply, luckily. And that's pretty much it here, YouTube. Thanks for watching my video, and hope to see you back for another one. Cheers. Bye.